COVID-19 pandemic has a severe impact on Malaysia tertiary sector, which includes services like tourism, education and hospitality. Tourism, a significant contributor to the Malaysia economy, fell drastically as borders were closed, international travel restrictions were imposed and fear of contagion ruled supreme. As a result, hotel, airline and tour operator earning dropped, creating considerable financial difficulties and job losses. Furthermore, the post-secondary education sector has encountered new challenges, with physical campuses shuttered to avoid the spread of the virus. Colleges immediately moved to online education, presenting technical and accessibility difficulties for both student and instructor. The adjustment also had an influence on international student enrollment, which affected university revenue streams.
Results from the tertiary industry such as tourism are a significant source of jobs. When the COVID-19 happened, the unemployment rate will increase, which may cause many workers to experience job losses or decreased hours due to the tourist drop, which puts a strain on their finance and that of their families who depend on the industry. As a result, jobless people will have immediate financial difficulties. Lack of a steady source of income can make it harder to pay necessities like food, shelter, healthcare and education. The strain on finance may exacerbate inequity and poverty. Based on the graph, the largest effect on the Malaysia economy was a sharp rise in the jobless rate, which went from 511,700,000, 3.2% in January 2020 to 826,000, 6.3% in the same month cause of COVID-19 effect. Lockdowns and travel restrictions have a significant negative influence on the number of foreign visitors to Malaysia. Arrivals of tourists fell precipitously as a result of travel restrictions and border closure. The Malaysian economy has suffered as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, especially in the travel and tourism sector. In 2020, the Malaysian government declared an RM3.37 billion loss in the first 2 months. The tourism industry directly experienced a decline in revenue when visitor number declined. As a result, there has been a noticeable drop in the money made from tourist-related activities including foraging, transportation, attraction and dining.
The next impact is travel restriction and lockdown. The COVID-19 outbreak has had a huge impact on the tourism sectors, with severe travel restriction and lockdowns. To halt the spread of the virus, governments worldwide enacted severe restrictions such as travel bans, quarantine protocols and entire lockdowns. These restrictions significantly disrupt global travel patterns, resulting in a significant decline in tourism activity. International travel restrictions such as border closure and flight disruptions, resulting in a considerable decrease in tourist arrivals. Countries that rely heavily on tourism has suffered economic losses such as revenue drops, job losses and the closure of travel and hospitality businesses. Airline, hotel, travel agencies and tour operators were all experiencing extraordinary financial challenges. Lockdown and stay-at-home orders worsened the situation, leading tourist site and hospitality businesses to close. And the last one will be impact on airlines. The COVID-19 outbreak has had long-term and devastating effects for the airline industry. Global travel restriction, lockdowns and a significant decline in passenger demands have put airlines under extraordinary financial strains. Massive flight schedule reductions, frequent cancellation and border closure have resulted in significant revenue losses. Airlines suffered increased operational expenditure as a result of introducing safety measures, altering fleets and managing stranded assets. The aviation industry experienced a severe reduction in both business and leisure travel, hurting not just major airlines but also smaller regional carriers. Many airlines face insolvency, prompting government to provide financial assistance and rescue package in order to keep the industry from imploding.
For the strategies to solve, the first one, you have vaccination. Vaccination efforts provide a means of easing travel restriction and lockdowns. These initiatives are a ray of hope, actively lowering the number of severe cases and transmission rates. The second one is testing and quarantine procedure, which is Testing and quarantine procedure are essential. Testing method like PCR and fast antigen assays are essential for early case identification because they enable quick isolation and contact tracking. The last one is increasing health and safety measure on tourism destination. The aspect that is emphasized is that implementing robust protocols not only protect the well-being of travelers but also plays an important role in rebuilding confidence and trust in the tourism industry.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone, my name is Syed Muhammad Azim Wafa bin Syed Ashim Wafa, and my mentor's number is 2021840718. Next step that can be taken by the tourist sector in dealing with the negative effect after the COVID-19 pandemic is to prioritize health and safety measure in the tourism sector in all destinations that has been required to the priority of each tourist destinations that has been recommended by government in Malaysia and abroad. The aspect that is emphasized is that implementing strict protocol not only protect the well-being of travelers but also plays an important role in rebuilding confidence and trust in the tourism industry. Among the recommendation or the SOP of the Malaysia and the World Health Organization WHO during and after COVID-19, which oblige all private tourism parties and the government itself to comply with the regulations, which is having the temperature check. As evidence, every tourist place, such as place to eat, place to visit, place to stay, before entering the place, every tourist need to check their body temperature in order to confirm whether they are free from COVID-19 or not. Next, all citizens or tourists should always wear a face mask to prevent and reduce the COVID-19 outbreaks from being able to spread and get infected. In addition, the next important aspect of the SOP is that providing hand sanitizing station at strategic location in tourist area. In addition, also implementing social distancing measure is important in every tourist place, especially famous places that receive a very crowded receptions. Furthermore, the next strategy that can provide recovery to the national economy, especially in tourist sectors, is to increase marketing and promotion. By using digital marketing channels and social media, which will help to reach more people, will know and will find more information about the promotion and marketing done by the private tourism sector as well as the government. For example, Malaysian National Tourism Board may launch a campaign that shows the beauty of nature, the richness of various ethnic cultures, interesting places such as beautiful beaches and places that have the uniqueness of delicious foods and drinks with a variety of flavors. Promotion of destination necessarily require land or air transport such as domestic and foreign tourism destination sectors, which they can cooperate with airlines such as AirAsia, Malino Air, Malaysia Airlines, Fireflies, Maswings to offer package deals combining flight and accommodations at a rate discount tickets. The government should also cooperate with the private sector in further promoting the tourism sector with more synergy in terms of giving subsidies and tax relief to the sector involved in helping them to reduce costs and to continue to do business in tourism places.
To conclude, the aviation sector has suffered long-term and disastrous consequences as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, global travel restriction, lockdowns and a dramatic drop in passenger demands have put airlines under extreme financial pressure. Significant revenue losses have come from massive flying schedule cutbacks, frequent cancellations and border closure. Airlines face higher operational costs as a result of implementing safety measures, changing fleets and managing stranded assets. The aviation sector saw a significant drop in both business and leisure travel, affecting not just big airlines but also smaller regional carriers.